New herbicide formulations and the growing use of drones are just two of the concerns of aerial applicators, and those are just a couple of the topics covered at the annual Tri-state Ag Aviation Association conference. The show drew more than 200 pilots from around the region to learn about the latest rules and regulations.
Ag aviators from Minnesota and the Dakotas gathered at St. Cloud, Minnesota to hear some of the challenges and opportunities for 2017.
Well, I think for us it's safety. There's a number of issues.
Safety is number one in this group, not only for ag pilots, but also for others in the air and on the ground, and for the safe use of ag chemicals. Kevin Morris is the program manager for the Federal Aviation Administration's safety team, which is in charge of safety and educational outreach for every type of pilot. That includes the fast-growing use of drones.
The biggest struggle we see from my end is education, making sure everybody understands what they can and cannot do with drones, to making sure that they know where they can and cannot fly them, so that the guys driving manned aircraft ag operations don't end up having a mid-air with one of these.
We've had a couple near misses that have been reported, but it still comes down to enforcement action that's going to be required by the FAA.
In addition to concerns about drones, there are many other hazards pilots need to be concerned about, like the growing number of wind towers nationwide. Collisions with towers has claimed the lives of 6 pilots.
Obviously, we're all about the green energy thing, but it affects our business probably the most, as you can imagine.
Ag aviators are often a firewall between farmers and a bad crop because of adverse weather.
We're always concerned about pesticide applicators in terms of exposure and safety. We want them to be using pesticides in a manner that minimizes their exposure to pesticides, because we know that there are long-term consequences to certain pesticide exposures.
Farmers are slugging it out on the ground and keeping their crops growing, but they can look to farmers in the sky to help them when difficult times come. For AgweekTV, this is Mikkel Pates in St. Cloud, Minnesota.
Federal and state officials are also studying how to authorize drone operators to spray product.